Welcome back to Learning Left-Handed. This is our 6th episode, and I hope you listened to the last 5. If not, it's okay. Listen to this one first and then go back and listen to them. Let's begin. The first thing we're talking about today are skills that pay off forever. The very amount of these skills can basically make you from a 0 to 100% amazing. Let's begin. The first one is public speaking. If you know how to speak publicly, it is a skill that you'll be able to use from more or less school to the end. Definitely worth learning how to do that. Personally, I had issues with this, and I've worked out there's 3 different ways of getting through it. The first one is to only do it to one person. You find someone out in the crowd that you like, probably a pretty person, whatever you're into, that's okay, and do it all for that person. Block out everybody else. That's the first way. The second way is what I do. So I don't spend too much time staring at any one person, so it looks like I'm getting everybody involved, but what I really am is not staring at anybody. And then there's the third, and quite classic in my opinion, picture them all in their underwear. Hey, if it works for you, brilliant. And if it does, send us an email or a comment. Be brilliant to hear from you. The second, be honest with yourself. It's extremely hard, but extremely useful. If you can tell yourself, I don't really think I can do this, or I think I need these skills, it just tells yourself that, okay, I might not be able to do it right now, but I have a series of steps that I can do to get there. That was the second. This is the third one, is time management. There is 24 hours in a day. I say that once, I've said that 100 times. So you sleep 8 of them, you work 8 of them, and you go to the gym at least 1 of them. That's 17 hours. That means you have 7 hours to eat, enjoy yourself, and plan whatever else you need. You got a side hustle you want to spend a couple hours on? Boom, 6 to 8. That's what you do. You side hustle. Then 8 o'clock you have dinner, for example. Next one, number 4. Have confidence in yourself. Self-confidence changes everything. You stand taller, you breathe better, you look happier, more confident, more Roman in your fact that you look like, yes, I can conquer this room. Yes. You can't, but I can. I can conquer this room. Remember that. The next one is staying present in the moment. That means that actually enjoy the moment. Don't try and think all the good days are all gone or all the good days are in front of me. Think that every day, yeah, I am really enjoying this moment right now. Just those little points of bliss that you should put in throughout your day. You find something you really love, add it in every so often, so you can just think, yeah, I really like this moment, I'm going to remember it, and just feel good about yourself. People need to understand that they need to feel good about themselves. They're amazing. The next one, consistency. Now this is the bane for any person who hates schedules. Consistency kills people. So what you have to do is make sure that within those goals that you have to stay consistent with, that you do. That you just keep going on and on and on. And afterwards, you can do those little fun rewards that we talked about earlier. Anything, if it's just a little packet of crisps or 10-page relaxed reading a book. Do what makes you happy. Now this next one is very difficult for a lot of people because we're all very rushed and we don't consider this very useful. But getting enough sleep can mean the difference between success and defeat. From what I've been told, the people who don't get enough sleep is that they put on weight, so they feel lethargic. Some people even go completely mad because they don't have that relaxed mindset. They have got overtired, overworked, and that is how in certain situations you will lose limbs or your whole body. If you're a lorry driver and only got 2 hours sleep, I will not be driving anywhere near you, for example. Everybody needs between 6 and 8 hours of sleep, depending on who they are. Our next point, and our last one for part 1, is having empathy. To have empathy means to understand how others are feeling. Don't shut out the world because you think their opinions don't matter. They really do. And sometimes they see things from a different perspective. So be empathetic with others. Not enough so they can use it against you, but enough so that you can understand their point of view. I hope you've enjoyed part 1. We'll be right back with part 2 after these brief messages. Now, I'm sure as most of you know, amongst other things I do is a great blog, and this blog is called The White Viking. I highly recommend you try it. There's 3 posts a day. One is a little facts, just 5 facts about a random thing. The second one is a food post, because everyone loves exploring the world through food. I've got some cocktails on there. I've got a little bit of information of different countries. Definitely have a look at that. And then the first one is more of a long form for your 10-minute break. And now, I hope you enjoyed part 1. We are now off to part 2, which is part 2, which is personal efficiency. This was one of the first things commented as a request, as how to be more efficient personally, as the name suggests. So let's begin. There is 6 things. Number 1, you have to separate all your tasks in order of priority. For example, if you have a report that needs to be done today, it takes priority over getting your hair done, for example. Number 2, plan, plan, plan. If you have 1,000,001 things to do, if you can plan when they finish and work back from them, it's called reverse scheduling. Highly recommend trying that. It'll make your life a heck of a lot easier. So please have a go at that. The third one is start early. If you can get up an hour earlier, do it. I've personally tried this in the last couple of weeks and I've been a lot more efficient. Now that's personal, but I thought you'd like to know. Anyway, number 4, do your worst task of the day first. For many reasons, but the first one is so you just get it out of the way. The second reason is it won't be hanging over you all day. So when you're tired, when you're on the 3rd or 5th task at the end of the day, and then you got the unclogging the toilet to do, you won't want to do it. So do it first. The worst is first. Now number 5, take control of your time. This means that you put work time and relax time built into your schedule. So for every hour of work, you can either do 45 to 50 minutes of work and then take a 10 to 15 minute break just to empty your mind of that task and ready yourself for the next one. And finally, and this is probably the most important thing I'm going to tell you today, so listen up. It's stay positive and take breaks. As I said before, with take control of your time, you will not be happy if you are work. You got to have a little time to relax, reschedule, rethink, and then move forward. Just have enough time so your brain can relax before it has to start work again, because you are not working constantly. If you do, you will burn out and go for the snack food or go for the comforter and not go to the gym that day. So I highly recommend stay positive and take breaks. I hope you've enjoyed this week's episode, and I can't wait for you to see it next week. For the hard of hearing, which I don't know why you're listening to this, but if you know someone who's hard of hearing, tell them to go to a written version of this podcast called learningleft-handed.blogspot.com. And we are also now on YouTube under the great YouTube channel The White Viking. Please subscribe, like, and do all those amazing things on there too. I hope you all have an amazing week, and I will see you next week.